Just how much can this new Prime Minister blame on his Tory predecessors?
I have to be honest with you. Things are worse than we ever imagined.
A man who has not had a summer holiday, now prepping the country for an autumn of painful choices.
I won't shy away from making unpopular decisions now if it's the right thing for the country in the long term.
No crisis going to waste, as Keir Starmer pinned blame for the summer riots on the Tories too.
They exposed the state of our country, revealed a deeply unhealthy society, infected by a spiral of populism which fed off cycles of failure of the last government.
A dire prognosis to brace the country for a budget in 8 weeks with tax rises and spending cuts that did not appear in his manifesto.
There is a budget coming in October, and it's going to be painful. We have no other choice, given the situation that we're in. Those with the broadest shoulders should bear the heavier burden.
We got a glimpse of the difficult decisions that Keir Starmer was talking about back before the summer when he and his Chancellor unveiled the £22 billion black hole. Now then, they were able to find £5 billion by, amongst other things, scrapping the winter fuel allowance for all but the poorest pensioners. But they still have to find another £17 billion for this year alone by the budget at the end of October.
The Tories deny there is a black hole at all.
Obviously, halfway through any financial year, there'll be overspends in some areas, underspends in others. There'll be tax receipts that might be above expectations or not. That's not quite the same as going around desperately trying to find an excuse to have to tax working people in the October budget.
200 miles north in West Yorkshire, how different is the political climate? This constituency voted Labour for the first time in nearly 2 decades. But are they understanding of the need for difficult choices?
I don't think it's his fault that things are going to get worse. But I think hopefully he's going to sort of level the playing field a bit.
They also have inherited a mess, but then they don't seem to do the right things to try and put it right.
It's going to hit the lower class more than the upper class. It's going to be the grassroots people who get it the hardest.
A new Prime Minister promising these voters so much, but with so little to do it with, now at the peak of his power.
Thank you so much for coming. Lovely to see you again.
Will they be thanking him the next time they go to the polls? Sam Coates, Sky News, Westminster.